Hey guys, I hope you guys had a fantastic long weekend. Welcome back. We are switching gears now. We have wrapped up our intense character study unit and we are now moving on to author's crafts. The great thing about this unit of study is that we have already covered it this year. It's kind of one of those spiral units. And so what's going to happen is we're going to just dig a little bit deeper. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be talking about author's words and that beautiful picture that they paint inside of our heads, and how important it is for them to choose the specific words to create those images in our heads, okay? So books are a lot like paintings, and authors are kind of like painters. They create, instead of using paintbrushes and paint, they're using words to create these pictures in our head. It really takes us to the story, puts us ourselves in that story, and we really feel captivated and want to be and just keep on reading and reading because we kind of fall into that world, okay? So I want you, that is going to be our main focus for today, is what are some words that they use in some of the stories that we have read, okay? What I'm going to do today is I'm going to read a few pages in the Magic Tree House series, the Polar Bear Past Bedtime, and I want you to pay attention to the first couple of pages as I read. What is the author doing? What are the words that she is using to create those beautiful, vivid pictures inside of our head, okay? So just sit back and listen. I'll read these couple of pages and then we'll kind of talk about what the author did and go from there. All right. Woo! The strange sound came from outside the open window. Jack opened his eyes in the dark. The sound came again. Woo! Jack sat up and turned on his light. He put on his glasses and then he grabbed the flashlight from his table and shone it out the window. A white snowy owl was sitting on a tree branch. Woo! The owl said again. It's large. Yellow eyes looked right into Jack's. What does he want? Jack wondered. Is he a sign? Like the rabbit and the gazelle? A long-legged rabbit and a gazelle had led Jack and Annie to the Magic Tree House for their last two adventures. Whoo! Wait a second, Jack said to the owl. I'll get Annie. Jack's sister Annie always seems to know what the birds and animals were saying. Jack jumped out of bed and hurried to Annie's room. She was sound asleep. Jack shook her and she stirred. What? She said. Come to my room, whispered Jack. I think Morgan's sent another sign. In a split second, Annie was out of bed. All right, so let's think about these first two pages of our story and what parts really stand out to you. What kind of picture did the author paint inside of your head? Okay, so I think as we can take into account that he kept on saying what sound the owl was making. So it was using those word sounds to get our attention because obviously the owl is very important, okay? And the author also used, said it was dark outside and they could see out the window. So you could kind of understand where he was. He was in his bedroom looking outside of his window. So kind of picture yourself in your own bedroom looking out your window. It's dark. You see an owl looking back at you with yellow eyes. So this author did a fantastic job really focusing with those little details so that we could create that beautiful, vivid mental image in our head. So we really feel like we are sitting in his bedroom with him, okay? So the setting is what the author did describe. They used sound words to describe the owl to get our attention with the animal. Small actions like come quietly into my room so that we can look out the window. And then lots of dialogue, of course, in our stories, okay? So as you guys are reading today in your stories, what I want you to focus on is how is your author using your vivid words? So what I want you to do, think about becoming expert in these books and thinking about the craft moves that your author is making, okay? Be sure to pay attention to all of the ways the author is painting a beautiful picture and making that vivid image inside of your mind, okay? And this helps you understand your story and your characters that much more. For today's response, what you're going to do is if you look on Seesaw, you will see an assignment, and it is to read a couple of your pages, stop, close your eyes, and then describe that setting, that image that has been created inside of your head, okay? So you'll read a couple more pages, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna stop and you're going to record, take a picture of your paper, of your book that you're reading right now. And then you're gonna record your voice talking about that mental image that your author created over the page, okay? There will be instructions for you, so don't worry. All right, I did make a little anchor chart to remind us what we're going to be focusing on today. And it is there we go, we wanna get it all in. How do authors paint pictures with words? Remember, we're describing our setting. We are including sound words, using small actions, and including lots of dialogue. All of this relates really great with our own writing as well. All right, guys, have a great day.